Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Scrap Empire. This is Zach Hayes speaking to you guys. Now, August 21st, 2021, we're going to have one of the most anticipated boxing matches we've had in such a long time. And that's Manny Pacquaio against Yordenis Ugas. Now, originally, Yordenis Ugas wasn't supposed to be fighting Pacquiao on August 21st, this upcoming Saturday. He was supposed to be fighting Errol Spence Jr., 2012 Olympian, WBC welterweight champion of the world. Right? It's fought guys such as Danny Garcia, Chris Algieri. There's a guy in the United Kingdom who he fought, Kell Brook, went to his hometown and defeated Kell Brook. So that was a very interesting. So Errol Spence already has an extraordinary resume. Not only does he have a resume that speaks for itself, he got into a car crash almost 2 years ago and recovered and had a great recovery. But unfortunately, he just wasn't able to make it for this fight. But I do see in the beginning of 2022, Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao fighting. I do see them fighting. Now, let's get started on Yordenis Ugas. He fought a very great fighter, Ray Robinson, right? Not Sugar Ray Robinson, but that's his real name, Ray Robinson. You have plenty of guys, right? You have plenty of guys who you can tell from their just posture or their fighting stance, whether it's orthodox or southpaw. They were taught boxing technique at a very, very, very early age. Not only that, but Yordenis Ugas is also a Cuban, right? So him coming from that Cuban background, just look up on YouTube. Just look up on YouTube what the coaches instill in young Cuban amateurs from the time they're little kids, whether it's 3, 4, 5 years old. Be mindful of how many Olympic champions have came out of Cuba, the country Cuba. Be mindful of the Teofilo Stevensons. Be mindful of the Robeisy Ramirez. Be mindful of the Yasnir Toledo Lopez. Be mindful of the Erislandy Lara. And please be mindful of Yordenis Ugas. So many respected, so many accomplished fighters from the country of Cuba. Now, within the first 2 rounds, Yordenis Ugas knocked down Ray Robinson. See, what I like about Yordenis Ugas, he has a snap to his punches. Everything's a snap. So when he was a kid, I'm not sure if he spent a lot of time just not focusing on the push-ups, not focusing on the pull-ups, not focusing on the exercise, just really utilizing boxing technique, right? And you can depending on how depending on how a person punches, you'll be able to determine if they use these 2 parted knuckles and really want that or try to incorporate that turn or that snap into the punch. Also, during the fight, I saw a lot of I saw that he was on a bowl of both of his feet. And when you're on a bowl of both of your feet, you're able to you're able to generate a lot of power, right? Because it's a human animal connection when you're fighting. Because anybody can throw a punch, but you have to make sure all of the weight is thrusted into that punch. Because it only takes 4 pounds of pressure to knock somebody out. And let's say if you weigh 150 pounds, like myself, because you weigh 150 pounds, you still need to be able to maximize your body weight. So if you're able to maximize your body weight, a 150 or 140 pound man can knock out somebody who's 300 pounds, right? Now, you guys, he's very focused. He speaks with sense of, well, not speak, but he fights very sharp. He's a very quick, sharp fighter. He's coming to severely hurt you. Now we have to get started on Manny Pacquiao, 8 division world champion. He's fought Juan Manuel Marquez 4 times, Eric Morales plenty of times. Fought Floyd Mayweather, even though he didn't beat him, he still fought Floyd. Knocked out Ricky Hatton in the second round. So it isn't like the guy doesn't have any resume. It isn't like the guy's a jokester. No, he's serious about what he stands for, and he's serious about what he does. Now, 2 years ago, on January 19th, 2019, Manny Pacquiao fought a boxer named Adrian Broner. He also fought Keith Thurman, but I'll get back into that. Now, when he fought Adrian Broner, right, he stopped Adrian Broner, not stopped him to the point where the fight got ended, but he needed a count. Manny was throwing those combinations, slipping his punches. It's almost as if, yes, Pacquiao is that heavy-handed fighter, but his ability to just, like, his boxing IQ is so incredible. I'm watching Pacquiao just dodge Adrian Broner's right hand or a hook. He's able to slip and throw something right back at him. Right? But it gets to a certain point. Yes, he might be older than Adrian Broner, and he doesn't have all of the physical characteristics and attributes towards, developing the best. Pacquiao just he has experience, right? And it gets to a certain point when you've won so many belts in boxing, when you've accomplished boxing at the highest level, it's like it isn't something that you haven't seen before. So for Manny, right, it's really a fact of incorporating experience, not allowing a guy who's younger than me to just walk all over me. No, you have to incorporate wisdom into situations, especially for somebody like Manny Pacquiao, who's 41, 42 years old, right? We've never seen a 42-year-old that's been able to fight as good as Manny. So I have to own up and take responsibility as a man and put Manny Pacquiao as my top 5. Because he's fighting like this at 42, 43, 44. Landing shots on people. He knocked down Keith Thurman. That was another interesting fight as well. because Keith Thurman is one of the most hard. He's one of the hardest hitting fighters I've seen in my entire life. But Pacquiao just straight left hand because he's a southpaw. You know, and then it was just it just knocked him. It just knocked him down. All right, so you have to be mindful of the different styles that everybody possesses, right? And another interesting point that I noticed about Pacquiao, of course, from a superficial aesthetic standpoint, he has big calves. It isn't, but I'm not saying that his calves are the reason why he has the power that he has. But it's just very interesting. You've never seen anyone that's been able to fight like this at 42, 43 years old, right? And that's what happens when you know the basics of boxing. Because Manny Pacquiao, yes, he's a hard hitter. He'll be able to knock you out, but it isn't like he's a flashy fighter. I mean, yes, his training looks appealing to some people because yes, it's Manny Pacquiao training that could be used, that could be put in a boxing documentary or whatnot. But you know, it's just better when people can just see the talent that you portray day in and day out. Now, I've already broken down my fight prediction for. I've already broken down my details on Manny Pacquiao and my details on Yordenis Ugas. Now, who do I see winning this fight? Manny Pacquiao, only because he has the experience. Now, I don't guarantee that my predictions are always right. I'm going to give Yordenis Ugas the benefit of the doubt. Let's see what he has. Let's see what he has in store. Let's see if he can prove all of us wrong and make us look stupid. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt as well. So what Yordenis Ugas needs to do, he needs to keep his hands up. Of course, he's a southpaw, so that's going to make the Manny Pacquiao fight very interesting because you have two southpaws fighting one another. That's number two. And number three, just got you have to make sure that you're cutting angles to create your shots, right? You have to and not be too predictable because that was a huge concern with Adrian Broner, right? Like he became too, like just him. And you guys, like, I'm not. Of course, I gave the victory to Pat, but I'm just saying if you guys wants to if he wants to prove all of us wrong, then you have to you know play some type of not play because I don't like using that word. However, just keep your hands up, slip, move around, a lot of lateral movement. Because yes, the great Manny Pacquiao is the great Manny Pacquiao, but it's not like we haven't seen him be susceptible towards a lot of damage. So I feel that I see Pacquiao winning, but wouldn't be surprised if Yordenis Ugas won the fight as well. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Scrap Empire. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Please leave any comments under the description to leave any constructive criticism or feedback that you think. Help me elevate my channel to where I want it to be. Guys, thank you so much for watching my content. I'll be posting more videos soon. Bye bye.